Hi water signs, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for the next 7 to 10 days or so. It's going to be quite a short one because I'm quite behind time and I'm going to do my weekend readings as well. I'm starting with Pisces, moving on to Scorpio and Cancer. Okay, I've got Exorcist at the base of the deck for all the water signs with time to collaborate with the Ant Spirit, and I've got the Hierophant as well. There's something that very much needs to be freed from here. With the Hierophant, it can be any sort of authority, any sort of commitment, higher learning, the church even for some. These all feel quite heavy, probably the heaviest out of them all so far. So hopefully it won't be a reading. It's a general, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Pisces, you've got believe in yourself, and you've got the Ten of Wands. You've also got the Victim and the Priest, two archetypes that came out together here. What I got from this is you kept it all in, or you're keeping something in that's really heavy, really heavy. The Squirrel does talk about believing in yourself, and that you know, you have an abundance of resources should you try to or want to seek them out. This is that you've stored away lots of little acorns of knowledge and wisdom through the years that are there to help you get through what might be a difficult week for you. But I really got the stuffing in, yeah. You kept it all in, so there's some sort of weight in your life just now that yeah, I don't think you're sharing, and it might even be with Victim and Priest here. And I mean, it depends on your religious tendencies. It doesn't have to be an actual priest as such, but there might be some abuse here, or something that you don't feel you can share with, you know, maybe those around you. Because I also got hold back the night. So it's like, you know, you do okay and you get through the day, you know, it's like high functioning depression. I'm not saying depression, but I'm using that as an example. That you keep yourself busy and you get on with what you need to, but you know, when the night comes in and you just have your own thoughts, etc., there's something that's as troubling here. So, you know, there might be, especially the Hierophant and the Exorcist at the base of the deck here, you might literally need to seek some sort of spiritual or religious guidance, some sort of guidance that's going to allow you to speak about this. You need to, I really do feel that someone needs to speak to someone to give them help in whatever this relates to for you, and it'll be different for everyone. I'm getting all these songs through again, and what if God was one of us. There's a lot of that going round this week. Knight of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles in the Chariot. The Knight of Swords, when he's in reverse, this can speak about abuse and anger. It's pent up aggression. It can be passive aggressive, and there's oscillating thoughts in the mind here. There is a decision to be made about what direction you move in. And because there is, I don't feel any clarity of thought, there's no ability to move on with the Chariots in reverse. Chariot in reverse can speak about a loss of direction. I mean, for some of you it might be really simple, and it might just be that there's travel issues this week. You're not able to move where you want to, you know where we're at. So it could simply be that. It just feels heavier than that for most of you, Pisces. There is a need for someone to free themselves. I mean, it might be with the Ant Spirit, a collaboration. This can be from any sort of group, you know. If maybe you're a member of a church, or some sort of I don't know. I don't want to get in too deep, but there is something that you need to free yourself from, basically, and it's from whatever it is specifically. It is about releasing weight, speaking out about what you need to speak out about. Show me the Knight of Swords in reverse for Pisces. Knight of Swords in reverse for Pisces. And it might even feel like some sort of injustice here. Oh my God, I mean, this is misfortune. This can be like any sort of, I mean, disaster, really. It feels like a disaster. It's bad news. It's something that's unlucky. It can't even speak of an accident. And with the Knight of Swords being in reverse here, I would be very conscious of your travelling, especially with Chariot being in reverse. Can also speak about consequences of poor decisions. The Two of Pentacles for Pisces. Letter and the Sweetheart. So there might be a romantic relationship for some of you here. I'm seeing the Doctor at the base of the deck here. So it's communication coming in either to you or towards a sweetheart. A sweetheart would normally be the female I was reading for if this was like a romantic reading. Can be any significant female character, wife, girlfriend, good friend. So it's communication coming in here. Or there's a choice about sending a communication and someone is in about two minds about maybe sharing something that's happened that is, you know, really heavy. But I really do feel that you need to do that, Pisces. Whoever this reading is for, they need to open up to someone. Chariot in reverse for Pisces. Sweetheart and a friend, so you know, it could just be that. It doesn't need to be, as I say, a romantic interest, but there is someone in your life that you're able to speak to. The friend is, you know, brings comfort and support. So let me just take you some advice, Pisces, for the next 7 days or so. Pisces advice, please. Trust your instincts and animal guardian and surround yourself with protective energy. I really feel that somebody feels they're in a tight spot here and they really do need to open up to someone, and there is someone that you can open up to and you need to do that. It really is just that simple. You need to open up. Scorpio, crikey. You've got the skunk spirit in reverse, which is know your worth in reverse, basically not knowing your worth. The owl spirit in reverse, seeing clearly, not seeing clearly. The damsel upright and the child eternal in reverse. There is extreme codependency in this reading. This is telling you that you need to be unapologetically yourself, but someone here feels overwhelmed or overpowered. They're almost taking in too much information overload. So they're like hypersensitive to the information that's coming in. They may even be receiving a lot of criticism or fearing criticism. So for somebody here, they kind of need to return to their nest. I got all around my house on this, and I do have the Four of Wands here, which would speak of, you know, literal property, your safe zone, your security, but it's also about marriage and family, a celebration of some sort. I actually just saw somebody going all around their house, because I've got the Eight of Cups, which is about leaving the 8 cups behind, you know, in some way dissatisfied or accepting that this is not what you're after, and looking for your 9th cup, and you're heading straight into the 7 of Cups. So it's not just a backward step, but the backward step is in reverse, and then you go back the other way. I'm just literally seeing someone go round and round their house. Or, you know, maybe is thinking of leaving a partnership, a marriage, an actual home, but I don't feel that there's the confidence to do that, because the child eternal speaks of an inability sometimes to, you know, grow, be more responsible for ourselves, support ourselves. It's almost like You just don't have currently the confidence to do that. And I don't know if that's actually the case, or that's something that's been programmed into you from an external source. And that's something to think about. Because it's coming back to the same thing here. Exorcist and the Hierophant, leaving something, expunging some sort of, you know, either religious beliefs or philosophical beliefs or a belief about yourself. Some sort of programming here that's preventing my water signs from, you know, fully being themselves. What's the Ace of Cups for Scorpio? Don't really get there. Melancholy, yes. Seven of Cups reversed for Scorpio. Servant and the Four of Wands for Scorpio. Bloody hell, despair. Got the wife at the base of the deck here, so either you're someone's wife, you're dealing with your own wife, you have a desire to be a wife. I just feel someone is so stuck here. Then the Servant card is coming back to what all these cards speak of, is subservience. It can be a single female, but it's also just feeling that, you know, you are a servant. You are there to attend to others' needs, to be obedient, you know, to get the dinner, to feed, to iron. I don't know, it just feels... I mean, it might not be massive, you know, this might just be because of the situation the world is in, and you're not able to leave your house. And a lot of people are obviously in this position where, I mean, despair around the house can also speak of jealousy. I'm not honestly saying that at all. I'm just seeing someone who's at a complete frustrated, irritated situation in their own domicile. That's what I'm hearing, where someone pretty much maybe feels taken advantage of here, and just doesn't have the confidence to maybe make the moves that they want to. I'm actually seeing Thelma and Louise here, where I'll get them mixed up here. Yeah, so it's Thelma and her idiot arsehole of a husband, you know, who treats her like crap. And so she, you know, it's like this standard domestic housewife story, you know. And I'm also seeing Desperate Housewives. What was her name? The narrator. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get her name. I think it begins with an M. And you know, atypical, where, you know, perfect household, husband, 2 children, suburbia, wealthy, everything's perfect, great friends, everything, and then one day she just blows her brains out. Because there's like this, well, for her there was like this hidden secret, and the day that this happened, she actually got a letter to say, I know what you've done. So there was a threatening letter here. I don't know if it's that heavy, but you know, it's showing images for a reason here. Thelma and Louise and Desperate Housewives. So there's just this overwhelming need, and I'm hearing that song, and it's from the Thelma and Louise album. Gosh, oh gosh, it's so good as well. I've literally can. It's just a fantasy. It's about a woman who's sat on the roof of her house, fantasizing, you know, about a romance in a life she's not yet lived, or may never. Fantasizing about driving through the streets of Paris, and, you know, a soft top. The Ode of, it's got her name in it anyway. I will put the song below and let you have a wee listen, okay? I'm going to just take you some advice. I do think this is the theme for all the water signs here. Scorpio, take care of your needs. This talks about going it alone, okay? But I don't think someone here has the confidence to do that. This really does feel like someone who's been in a marriage for a very long time and probably isn't particularly happy, maybe not speaking up about it, going through the same routine day in, day out. Because my wee Wolfie always comes through as a wee bit sad. So take care of your needs. Whatever this energy is or experience is likely to lift by the end of winter. But you need to, you know, you need to be, exercise more self-care. Take care of yourself before you're a servant to anyone else, basically. Practice self-love, which is the opposite of codependency. And moving on to, God, I'm sorry, it's just so depressing. Moving on to Cancer. You've got the Sandpiper spirit in reverse and the Crow spirit in reverse. I've had that this week already, but it was in the upright for Aries, I believe. This is the not feeling a lot of joy, basically. It can speak about a really heavy heart. The Crow spirit speaks about there being not feeling there's a lot of magic, feeling everything is very ordinary. Actually, I don't know if this is two different parties here. I kind of get a different vibe of it. I've got the Pioneer in reverse and I've got the Athlete in reverse here. I really just got from this that someone's not able to get outside and exercise and it's really getting them down. Could really be that simple. But there feels like there's a loss here. There's a disappointment. There's some sort of a knockback. Not able to explore, because that's what the Sandpiper does. He's playful. He gets out there. He gets in everyone's business. He dots around and, you know, is very light-hearted. And the Pioneer is about exploration and going to new places and seeing new things. This is just like you can't go anywhere. So it just feels all very ordinary. The Athlete, yeah, it can't be that you just literally can't get to exercise. And you know your muscles are starting to atrophy because of that. That literally could be me. But if it's in reverse, it can speak about a misuse of power. Someone who's compelled to cheat or lacks morality, strong arm antics. So, you know, I just got a vibe that that could be two different individuals in this dynamic. And we've got the Nine of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Pentacles here. So this is someone who's really fretting either about a Libra, an air sign, or the outcome of some legal case, probably regarding work or a boss. Let's have a look. So yeah, still heavy. Nine of Swords for Cancer. I mean, it doesn't need to be a legal case. It can be any contract, any decision that needs to be made, making clear decisions. And it can literally just be looking on the news and, you know, seeing almost hourly changes to you know, lockdown procedures, or, you know, not knowing what the fuck is going on from one minute to the next and just getting proper stressed about it. And for some it will involve their work and money. Nine of Swords for Cancer. Waiting. Got misfortune at the base of the deck here. It is a card about waiting, but it can also speak about jealousy and spying, being envious, even resentful. Don't know where that's coming from. Justice. Conversation. This is the Judge. This really does feel like something legal. This is a verdict. Waiting on a verdict. Or watching someone else go through this for some of you. It's a decision that's been waiting on here, and someone has got the fear. King of Pentacles for Cancer. So it's definitely about money with the Merchant. I do see the young woman here, but it kind of came out sideways. So this is a business decision. I don't know specifically what it is. I mean, it might just be that, you know, your own business or your actual job. You're not able to work. You may just be furloughed just now. That's why the Pioneer's in reverse. So, you know, maybe plans you had for work or whatever it may be, it's not through, and it's making things really heavy. But there may be some, I don't know why, I don't like the Athlete in reverse. Athlete in reverse. Athlete in reverse. Money and Melody. This is like literally being sick, worrying about money. But yeah, the Merchant is about profits, gains, business. Professional goals. It can be like taking advantage of people as well. So basically, Cancer, I mean, I'm not saying anything negative here. I mean it can be, but what I'm seeing here is a hell of a lot of worry. It doesn't suggest that there's a negative outcome coming through for you. Let's just take you a wee bit of advice. But I'm coming back to the fact that all of the water signs are being told to, you know, we've got the freaking Exorcist here with the Hierophant. Freeing yourself from others and destructive impulses, you know. So there is most certainly, you know, a negative energy, person, environment that you know, need to try and extricate yourself from. Advice for Cancer. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. When she comes out, I can't just read it, but it can sometimes speak about the ego getting in the way. It's someone who would rather be right than be happy, oftentimes. So they've got, you know, got a bee in their bonnet, or they feel very, very set in their decision to the fact that the point is robbing them of their peace. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestral wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective, and this will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. So choose peace and happiness over the need to be right or prove a point. Right, water signs, that is your reading. Please look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.